Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Keshe Foundation, Spaceship Institute, Public Testimonials meeting. This is our monthly meeting, and today is Monday, February 13th, 2017, and day before Valentine's Day here, and we have some wonderful testimonials for you tonight. I'm Flint Mulhausen, and Danny Moe is the host, and welcome everyone. Welcome, Danny. You there, Danny?
Sorry, Flint. Yeah, I just dropped out here. I have an unstable internet connection. Sorry.
Okay.
Hello and welcome. I'm very excited to hear from people tonight.
Yeah, there's about 20 of us in here so far, and anybody that has some good testimonials they wish to share, please unmute and speak up.
Hi everyone, this is Thomas from Switzerland.
Hello, Thomas.
Hello. I'd like to share two things with you. First one is a feedback I have received from one of the Magrav workshop attendees. I'm doing the Magrav workshops in Switzerland, and we had a slight problem with the fuses. So not everyone could take their Magrav at home. So I had to deliver them a day later. And so there was one attendee who was able to take his Magrav at home, and I brought the other tools from his brothers. I brought him, and then he gave me the following feedback. This man, he had a sister, and the sister was, they suspect her sister was beaten very badly when she was in primary school. And then that girl, how can I say, drew back into herself and started constructing her reality, and no one else could understand her, and so she had a lot of frustration, and then she reduced the interaction with all the other people and barely talked to anyone, and was not able to live a normal life. Okay. So then her brother got home, plugged in the Magrav system, and then suddenly it had an effect on his sister, and then his sister reacted to it in a way that she was starting opening up again and started talking again much more than in the previous years. And then, yeah, there was a lot of talking, and there were some tears, and at the end, the brother and the sister, they hugged each other, and yeah, it seems like the Magrav system had a very, very positive effect on that girl. She started talking again, and she started opening up again. And I thought that's a very, very nice story to share. Sorry for my limited English. I hope you can understand what I just said. Otherwise, please ask me questions.
Was that how long a time frame?
Yeah, she was for decades. She was for decades in that state of mind where she did not interact with other people.
And then how long a time frame for the healing?
Minutes.
Minutes.
Minutes, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that was very nice. It was very nice to hear from that man. Yeah. And the second thing I'd like to share with you all is I have a lamp which does not draw power anymore. It is a lamp I usually use in the workshops as well as at home. And I have these power meters which are quite sophisticated. And then on this, normally the lamp draws around 3 watts, 3 to 4 watts. And now I just took a measurement, and now it's not drawing any power from the socket. And it's yeah, the light is there. I can show you a few screenshots if you like from the measurements.
I guess that would be okay.
Yeah. All right. Let me show to you. Where's the window? Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Here on the top line, you see this 227.7 volts at the socket, and there's no current drawn anymore. And the setup looks about like this. This is the lamp, and this is the meter in the socket. So, and that's exactly the same socket I plug in my Magrav normally. Here you can see how the setup is used while conditioning phase of the Magrav. And I'm not entirely convinced that this meter is working all right. It's not all the time. Not all the times the same values are displayed. But usually, if I use another socket, you can see here it's drawing around 2.8 watts. And on the certain condition, the meter shows me this, and the lamp is then connected. The lamp was connected while I took this screenshot. It's a very interesting story going on here. I'm not, yeah, but as I said, I'm not entirely convinced that the meter is working all right, but it's very promising. Yeah, that's it so far. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay, Danny, who you got next on your list here? Klaus, you there? Klaus Filler?
Hi, Flint. Hi, Danny.
Hello.
Hello,
Good evening.
everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. I don't have any testimonials. I came here because Danny invited me, and if Danny calls, then I'm there.
Okay. Surely you have some miracle stories of some clients of yours or people you're working with.
Well, I would say a lot of them, yes. You know, despite of thoughts of a lot of people, all the devices and GANSs are working. And yes, you know, currently these trials are starting, these direct injection trials, and we started it at several locations, and we also have results from the health units, or from the plasma coil units, like we call it, and especially in combination with the breathing units, and of course in combination with the different GANS patches. So it's quite a great time now to guide people to select the fitting cure for them, and yeah, also concerning the GANS trial, direct injection trial study, which is running now. We are looking forward collecting all the data, and yeah, it looks great for the health section at Keshe Foundation.
Wonderful. Can you mention again where those health trials are ongoing, or say what continents or whatever they're located in? If people wanted to go.
Yeah, they are still ongoing. We have 4 locations now. We have in the African, for the African continent, in Ghana, the location. We have 1 location in Europe, 1 Middle East, and 1 in the States. And people move over there in the States from Canada, from South America, and we try to add additional locations currently in Australia, because there were some people who wanted to be part of the study. And so we try to increase the number of plasma doctors. You know, we are this network of plasma doctors, like we call it, is growing constantly, and our basic meeting time is the medical teaching every Wednesday from 2 till 5 o'clock Central European time. And from this pool of doctors, we select, or they selected themselves, we would say, to be one of the doctors who also give the people the injections. And currently some people, in total 2 till now, from Australia want to be part of the trial. And so we are thinking about starting a new location in Australia. And that's how it works. Network of plasma doctors is constantly growing. And when we say plasma doctors, we call a plasma doctor, Mr. Keshe always says, or said in the teaching, the doctors or therapists who are coming into this medical teaching, they come in like physical doctors, and they develop over to emotional ones, and then to physical, from emotional doctors, developing over to plasma psychologists. And these are all doctors who have been nearly from the first day in the medical teaching. They exactly know how the technology works, and they apply additionally cures, of course. Mainly they use different types of GANSes and patches in addition to this direct injection. And some of them also use health units. Most of them, well, all of them, use breathing units. And with this combination, we went into this study. And as Mr. Keshe also announced last week, besides this cancer tumor direct injection trial, we started the HIV trial. And it's also possible to receive these injections at these 4 locations I mentioned before.
And if someone wanted to join?
It's the doctors at spaceshipinstitute.org email address.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Just write an email here. You know, there is this donation for a lot of people. It's not possible to spend this money. Mr. Keshe said it several times. We financed this study with this donation. Without it, the study would not be possible. And we already had some cases where we collected it together. We still have cases where we can't collect it because there are too much. But somehow it will work. If it should be, then people can be part of it. And yes, the diseases, we focus on cancer and tumor, all different types of cancer and tumors. Just write to doctors at spaceshipinstitute.org and I will get in touch with you and we will select together the nearest location and how you can prepare yourself or your family members or your friends. And then you can start more or less immediately because at these locations, the liquid is available. And yeah, we more or less can start immediately.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Klaus. Thanks for the info.
You're welcome.
Brilliant. Do we have somebody who would like to give their statement? Maybe Gunay. Gunay, are you there? Would you like to
I am here.
introduce yourself? Thank you, Gunay. Just introduce yourself again and let us know what you have to say and to show.
I always have something to present.
Yeah.
I was just leaving the floor for the newcomers, the others. Maybe they also have more to say, but just fill into the gap. Yes, I am Gunay Apak. I am sure many of you know me already from the group discussions or through Facebook and so forth. So I am a chemical engineer in the background, but I am very much interested with the alternative therapy methods. So that is how I became a Keshe Foundation member or student, let me say. Can I share? Well, I would like to present you today my first testimonial and last upgraded situation, the measurements, if I may.
Yes, go ahead.
Can I have share the screen link?
Yep. Yes, go ahead.
Please. Yes. Here it is, first one. Can you see?
Yes, I can.
Yes. So my first astonishment started in September 2016, when I was trying to struggle with thrombophlebitis in my leg. I was trying to learn as a newcomer, what is GANS, how we can produce it, what is my nano-material, and so forth. And then we produced GANS and nano-material. I started consuming CO2 GANS, 3 to 5 milliliter every day. And occasionally, I have also added little copper oxide or copper GANS and CH3 GANS, but in little amounts, because I was a bit distant to the CH3 especially. But after a while I was trying to cure my thrombophlebitis, which I did with another trial, I suddenly realized that in my body, heavy metals disappeared all of a sudden. And so previously, I have tried several detox programs for years and years to get rid of the heavy metals from my body. I even drank bentonite. I have used food detox maybe more than 100 times in the last 3 to 4 years. I have used also spiritual total body cleanse programs for more than 6 months. I could not get rid of so rapidly any of the heavy metals. And please notice in the following measurements I will present you, the lead, mercury, cadmium, and thallium all went down within a month or 45 days period, maybe earlier, because I didn't measure it. Maybe if I did measure, perhaps it disappeared even at a shorter time. Now, here I go quickly. That is the lead. You see in this yellow and red area is the critical zones, high, and green is the good area. So you see here the lead is high, mercury is high, and thallium is high, and cadmium also is high. And after GANS water use, you see that lead is almost in the limit. If you check, instead of 0.643, I have only 0.702, which is very close to green area. Mercury is okay, cadmium, and arsenic, antimony, and thallium. And that was really something fascinating for me. Then that pushed me to trust the Keshe technology and plasma energy. And I started reading and listening all the lectures. So I would like to show you what I have presently. May I go out and come back again, please?
Yeah, you can do a new share.
Yeah, I will do. New share.
What was the time frame again you said for this reduction in the heavy metals?
I measure after 45 days. But if I did measure it earlier, I am sure it happened at an earlier period, because I didn't know and I didn't care much about the heavy metals anyway. I was trying to reduce or get rid of or recover my thrombophlebitis. During that, it happened all of a sudden that it disappeared. Yes.
Okay. And what was the protocol that you used?
I had given. That was not regular that time, because I was a bit distant and cautious, because I was scared at the beginning to use, too much. Just a second, please. I better close this and go to this one. Yeah, you see or not? You don't see.
Yes, sir. Well, it was there.
Was it? Can
yeah,
you see?
Yeah, you're sharing your desktop. That's okay.
Okay, desktop. All right. Because at the beginning, as I said, that was my first trial. Now, afterwards, then I had started writing and measuring more frequently and following up. But during that time, as I said, 3 to 5 milliliters of CO2 zinc oxide mixture I had taken as a drink, and also little copper and CH3 occasionally. not every day. But I also applied during that time patches on my stomach area and on my back. CO2 zinc oxide patches, mainly during that time, because I was a bit cautious to mix anything else. Now we are more courageous now, and what I am applying is patches like blanket and under blanket, over and under blanket, and head helmet, tube helmet, and double ring, Dr. Rodrigo design healing unit. And I have made a measurement today to see what is happening. Now, what I can show you in gastrointestinal measurements, I had very bad digestive system before, but they were all in this yellow area previously. Now today, I have seen that it is almost approach to the green area, which the small intestine peristalsis function coefficient was causing a lot of problems, and also absorption function. But in large intestine, again, it is again regulated. They were all in yellow area. But I can see, except the colonic absorption, the others almost came to do, including the bacteria coefficient in my intestines, improved, which is good, because we had to digest properly. And the brain functions, brain nerves, I was having some lower measurements in this area, but as you see, they all look quite nicely located in the green area. The memory index, cerebral arteriosclerosis, and cranial nerve, and everything, and sentimental index. That was always, I was in the sentimental area. That means using the helmet on the head with CO2 and zinc oxide is affecting. So it looks that I am not so emotional anymore, not sentimental. Bone mineral density, which was my other drawback because of my arthritis and using cortisone. As you see, this osteocalcin coefficient came to the green area. Calcium loss is reduced and it is in the green area. And hyperplasia in the bones, this is fragility, and degree of osteoporosis, they okay to this area, but I have started for the last 2 months with Mr. Keshe's advice, calcium magnesium mixture on my femur area to reinforce the immunity, boost immunity, and increase the calcium absorption in my body. And I must admit, I am not taking calcium supplement anymore. That is, I had to draw your attention. And the non-mineral density is okay. And the rheumatoid bone disease measurements, as you see here also, cervical calcification, lumbar calcification, and bone hyperplasia. They were all in the quite high region and low region, but except the rheumatic coefficient, which is still slightly higher. The others looks quite under control. I am not saying I am 100% perfect, but what I am trying to show the improvements, not verbally, but with measurement. And of course, for the body functions, trace element is very vitally important. As you see, calcium, iron and zinc and selenium and magnesium, especially for the bones, and iodine, and including strontium and silicon, they were all in the low region before, amber. They are all looking in good green area region, which is very a good news for me. And here I show you the by the way, as I said, I used to take previously, a year ago, lots of supplements to reinforce my body, minerals, vitamins, and like glucosamine and chondroitin and hyaluronic acid and so forth. But recently, I am only taking them through the plasma field cup. I transfer their energy to the water, and then I drink some of this water regularly every day. And as you see, except a slightly low B1, which as I said, I am still taking cortisone and vitamin E. The rest is quite good, in good region. And coenzymes, I had very, very low biotin before, very low pantothenic acid, and very low coenzyme Q10. They also improved. What I do, I take biotin supplement energy through the plasma field transfer. And folic acid, I prepare the GANS, and I take the GANS water of folic acid, and coenzyme Q10, I transfer it through the plasma energy cup again. Not the supplement itself, but the energy fields I am drinking. And if I come to the endocrine system, except slightly low thyroid secretion index, which is again, this is 2.9, here is measurement. The green area starts from 2.954. That is not also too far away from the average good green area. And here I had to draw your attention, the thymus gland secretion index is in the green area. That was very low before. And immune system measurement, again, here all good immunity, bone marrow index, tonsil, lymph nodules, except slightly lower thymus index, which is not too far away, but I have to work on this. I mean, to reinforce my femur still further. And then I come to the heavy metal. I measured it today again. As you see, lead still getting even lower. That was 0.703 in the previous measurement. It came slightly low. And of course, I am in a Bosphorus, living in Bosphorus, and I am eating lots of fish. That is one of the effects, most probably. But still it is under control. And the rest, as I said, mercury, cadmium, antimony, and thallium, all in the acceptable limits. And when I look at the body, physical qualities of body, response ability is okay, slightly low mental power, I have to work on it. So I have to wear my helmet more frequently. Water shortage is okay, I consume water, and hypoxia and pH value. I used to take sodium bicarbonate in the mornings and in the afternoon, twice. I am not taking it for the last 8 months. I am only consuming GANS water. So that still my pH, body pH is regulated. And I can show you the last part as collagen, which is very important for my health because of arthritis. What I can show you here, all these values were in this or this region previously. But as you see, including muscle tissue and skeleton and fat metabolism and digestive system, they all increased. What I am doing also, besides the femur boosting reinforcement with calcium magnesium mixture, I also prepared bone from the beef, from the eggs, and now from the chicken I'm in preparation. So I can consume bone GANS and eggshell GANS. Plus, I have prepared collagen GANS from a collagen bone jelly. I have prepared it. I have started consuming it for about 15 days or so to improve this collagen level. So, to the persons who are interested or who knows the Chinese meridian system, here I give the measurement which goes hand in hand with what I show you about the organs individually. It shows that the meridians are also, except the the small intestine, which it was slightly low, and the bladder, and the triple burner meridian. The others are all under control. And this is the RAM meridian also, but nothing is in the yellow or red area, which previously I had them in this areas also. As a last slide, I would like to show you the gynecological measurements also, the hormones, that I should say incredible, because I had removed my, I couldn't say it, I mean, I had the operation, abdominal operation, but still having this good hormone levels, I am owing it to the GANS. So I am repeating again, thank you, Mr. Keshe. Thank you, the Keshe Foundation group all, for teaching us and guiding us and still continuing to teach to achieve this. So that's all for today.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Gunay.
You're welcome.
That was a very, very detailed report. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is there anybody else who would like to share his experiences with the Keshe technology? Just unmute yourself. And
hi, Danny. Here's Peter.
hi, Peter.
You know,
yeah, Peter, good.
In a way, I have to report nothing. But this nothing is quite remarkable, because I looked back the last 2 years and I haven't had any influenza, any cold, any cough, any catarrh or sore throat, nothing for the last 2 years, not. And this is quite remarkable, but because I remember the years before Keshe technology, I always 1 or at least 2 times in the year I had a cold, or I had a headache, and I had to take tablets, and I felt happy then at that time, because I had only 3 times in the year headache, and I had to take a tablet. But now nothing anymore, so I can report nothing, and the nothing is remarkable.
Yeah, that's not bad. And what are you using, Peter?
I have my GANS patch, I have my GANS water, and if I need it, I use it, but normally I need nothing.
Very good. And using CO2 or
Yes, the CO2,
certain?
CH3, zinc oxide, and also sometimes when I feel is something with maybe heavy metals, I'll use a little bit of CO2. It depends.
So what's your daily elixir?
No, nothing. I'm happy. I'm studying. I'm learning.
I mean, how much of the GANSes you take?
Oh, maybe not so much. Maybe 20 milliliters like this. So it's not very much. But
Okay.
then I always keep it in the mouth for 2-3 minutes, because I think it's better than always keeping it in the mouth for a long time.
Yeah, that's a good testimonial to be happy and healthy.
Yeah, you know, I think we have so many good things, but we forget about, because if there is nothing, we don't think about. So I would like to mention this just for the people to think about. Maybe they haven't had any headache and they didn't even realize it. And it's much more going on, and much of the good things that are happening we don't realize, really. We forget about.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Focusing on the good things. Brilliant. Thank you, Peter. Is there anyone else who would like to share his or her experiences? Just unmute yourself, unmute your microphone, and let us know who you are and what you'd like to share with the rest of the world.
I have a picture of a health coil here that is from Vageli Lakudis.
Oh yeah, we heard from him last time. He had a spinal injury, didn't he?
Yes.
Oh.
So here it is. This is a health coil that he's made in. Maybe you can talk about it. You there, Vageli?
Maybe we have to shout louder. He's in Greece, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't see him in the list here. Maybe he dropped out.
Yeah, I remember he had 2 coils that he had wrapped up and used like a backpack, didn't he?
Yeah, and this is obviously what the coils look like. You know, you have your Magrav coils that look like they're wired together completely, along with the extra wires coming out, that inner core wire coiled around in the middle. So I'll wait for him to come back in. If he can come back in, I'll reshare this.
Yeah, that would be great. Maybe we
Oh,
have
sorry.
somebody else in the meantime there.
This is the screen. I thought I was sharing it.
Yeah, we can see the coil. I can see the coil.
Okay.
It's all good.
Okay.
Is there anybody else who would like to share their experiences?
Yes, I would like to share. My name is Patricia Mulhausen. I am the mother of Flint.
Yes, hello. How
I
are you?
want to tell you how excited we are about the GANS products. And I had a hot water burn on my leg, a second and third degree burn. And I applied the lotion from the Keshe Foundation, and I'm very pleased with the progress of the burn. It doesn't hurt anymore, and it's almost totally healed just overnight.
Fantastic. And how long did you apply the lotion to the burn?
I applied the lotion last evening. I burned, and I let it sit for quite a while before it started to hurt really bad, and I checked my leg, and it was very bad. So it must have been around 8 or 9 o'clock that I applied the lotion, and by 6 o'clock this morning, it was almost healed.
Fantastic. That's a quick result now, isn't it?
A wonderful product. And I also have the CO2 bands on my wrists. I have carpal tunnel, and this has helped greatly because I'm at the computer about as much as my son Flint. And the experience I've had is that I've had terrible numbness overnight, and by wearing the pads on both wrists, I have had great relief.
Fantastic. That's great improvement, yeah.
How
long have you been wearing them?
I also have CO2 pads on my right leg, knee. I injured it several years ago, and it has helped ease the pain quite a bit.
Yeah. How long have you been wearing those wristbands for the carpal tunnel?
I have been wearing the wrist since my son Flint made them for me, probably since about the 10th of February. Excuse me, 10th of January.
Okay,
And I wear
you're
them.
wearing them day and night?
I wear them overnight, and also on my right hand. I wear the wrist while I'm working at the computer. Sometimes I wear the other cuff, but it interferes with my mouse. Great
Okay,
relief
beautiful.
with pain.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
Yes,
That's
hi,
great.
this is Art. I want to share something also in the health section. Good evening together.
Brilliant. Hello, Farad. Thank you for joining. Will you introduce yourself and let us know what you'd like to share?
Yeah, I'm Fahad Amini, and long time involved in learning the knowledge of Mr. Keshe he brought with him. And since 1 year or 1 year and a half, I'm very active in supporting Keshe Foundation with we are supporters on the Facebook, and the main reason I started and continued my workshops here every week to show the people and introduce the people the Keshe technology is that as I started my first workshop, I had after this very, very big infection in my teeth, and very much pain, unbelievable. And it was first time I tried take help from this technology, because until this time I had nothing. And I took the pain pen. A friend of mine made this for me, Bastian Reservoir, is known well here in Germany. And I put it on the right side of my mouth, 2 minutes or 10 minutes. Then after 5 minutes, my pains were away all the evening, but I had a strong infection. I had infection was still there. And the next day, I put my zinc CO2 GANS. I made first time on my face, and I had already heard from others that it get cold and everything, but I'm not experienced myself. And this time, the first 30 seconds was cold all the time and not get warm. It was wondering me because it was a very small amount of GANS water. It should get with my body warmage also warm, but it wasn't. Then after 30 seconds it was very nice. It's come a flash, blitz, exactly the places where the infection was. I had the feeling I'm not feeling good, like a tree roots. And the flash, I told myself just okay for the cold and something it will go now, but it not went go. It's not gonna go away. I moved myself that it goes away. It doesn't go away. It was for 1.5 minutes there. And at this moment, I realized this is plasma. It's working. And all the time, after this moment, all the centers I heard about plasma contact or the knowledge was Mr. Keshe was teach before, all was in some seconds or those seconds in my head. And it was very nice. I had a picture. I saw something. And after 1 year, I saw this picture now in the crystals on the window. I saw something like this on green and yellow color. And I had the feeling it had the reaction of my feeling that I understood this. I had something like this feeling, yeah. Then after 1.5 minutes, it was away, but the pad was still cold. Next day, I had nothing more, no pain, no infection, nothing. The place where the infection was, when I pushed this, it was pain was there, but next day it was everything gone. And I tried now the pad again to see if it's still cold or not, or something like this happens again. Nothing happened. It was after 3 seconds warm. And it was for me big thing, yeah, so big that still I started to make the workshop every weekend, every day, to do all my, stop everything else, or to do just only this. And as many people know, I keep this and go up to make workshops and introduce this until now. Yeah, we still multi-wide. Not because only of this, other experiences also, but on the health section, this is what I wanted to share with the rest. Thank you.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you, Farad. So basically you used, on your tooth infection, you used the health pen or the pain pen, and you used the patches, and you were
First,
rinsing your mouth.
pain pen, yeah, for the pains was away. The next day, a GANS pad, yeah. CO2 zinc oxide GANS.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
That's
You're
very
welcome.
good, yeah. And very quick, you got rid of your infection or your pain, I'd say. Brilliant. Has anybody else something he or she would like to share with the rest of us.
Yes, here's Leon from Germany. I would like to share experience a little bit like Farad. It was also it was not about a pain, but it was a visual experience. I got at this time all the substances, GANSes and salt water, the containers, and also the caustic in my room where I was sleeping. I was also working there, and I got the whole time where I was sleeping in this room. When I closed my eyes, after a while, I start to see rainbows really clearly, like in a disco or something. And it always every night I got the same. I go at sleep and I start to see these rainbows really clear. And yeah, and after a while, it was not only in my room where I was sleeping, it was in the whole flat. These phenomena. And I remember Mr. Keshe said in the beginning teachings, maybe it was last year, when I start to listen, that is one of these phenomena when they make a photo, or when he made a photo, he always gets some rainbow colors on the film or something like this way. I don't know what really happened, but I would like to share these phenomena with these rainbows. Because I think there is a connection with the fields. Yeah, the plasma fields. Thank you.
That's interesting. Sorry, your name was Jason, yeah?
Leon.
Yeah. And can you tell us where exactly did you have your GANS placed, or what kind of GANS water you used?
It was in my sleeping room. I've got a really small room near my bed. There were everything: CO2, zinc, copper. I always washed. I washed the GANS in the room. I think that after a while I got a big, a big, not a mess, but a big mixture of everything. And maybe what I excuse me, I'm not so fit in English. What I
we can translate for you if you want.
At first, I got these mixtures and wash waters, and then I took it away, and then I got there only the empty bottles with the dried GANS or the dried wash water, wash soda, caustics, or only the caustic, a big container with caustic salt mix. And I think that maybe through the water which kondensiert, it's verdampft. When the water becomes
it condensed out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then through this, the plasma fills up the room. Maybe I breathe it. So maybe after a while also the fields expand. But this was really a phenomena, because it was continuously half a year till I take out everything. And also I think this were also a phenomena of this arrangement, of this mesh of plasma fields. And it's a tiny room. I never opened the window. Yeah, I think maybe through the air. It's still there. I got often before I wake up, a kind of enlightenment. Shortly, the moment before you wake up, you get aware, get like enlightenment, like really emotional, balanced, and a feeling like I'm alive. I'm in harmony with everything, like enlightenment. Everything was all right, and then it switched when I woke up totally. Then I feel all my problems and worries and something. This was also like through a half a year till I take everything out. Always the same, yeah, the same phenomenon. That's it.
So you've created your own rainbow room full of plasma fields.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
This was amazing. They like in a disco, really intensive. I think the brain gets stimulated somehow, and you start to see this on the brain frequencies or something. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jason. Very good. Thank you. Anybody else who would like to join us?
Yeah, and this doesn't have to be health testimonials. This is any testimonials with the Keshe technology using Magrav units, any mental visual experiences you've had, even using the plasma bank that we're newly learning about in classes, and also any language. So if you're not good in English, speak your native language. We'll get someone to translate it.
I would like to share some experiences on Magrav base.
Yes, Rod.
Yes. At the first, I want to start with a certain experience I did here, which I have no answer for. Is many hundred people was here with Magravs, and we helped them. We met together. But some people, as they made the Magrav, I don't know. It depends on the people or depends on the Magrav or the coating. Some Magravs had signals even before there ever was in electricity. As they was finished, there was this electricity finder. It's give signals like beep 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 when you go to near to electricity.
Yeah.
On those Magravs was never in electricity, but after they was finished, they give signals, strong signals, 1 meter or something. And it was not just one, many people had that, but not all.
Yeah, that's unusual. You
That's
also,
very
I remember,
interesting.
had a little control light on your Magrav systems, didn't you?
Yes, yes.
Mm.
Yeah. I have the same effect. With the Magravs I built in Switzerland with the people. Some of the Magravs immediately start to produce a signal on the output. I can confirm that.
Yeah, they get bond. I have also now with our star formations. As I built the first one, I put my finger every time between these to see if I feel something. Then I open this and make again the first prototype. Then one time, as I opened 2 times, 3 times, I test again. I put my finger in between and I got a flash. Yeah, I got a flash, and it gave me an intention not to open this once I close this first time, and it get bond. I have such feeling. That's why I sing for them happy birthday once I finish them. We clean them so that we not must open them again.
That is unusual, yeah. So while you're doing the Magrav workshops, you have a lot of birthday songs and birthday cakes, I presume, yeah?
Yes, I mean, at least when we make the star formations, yeah. We go now for a generator. We are planning, I hope, in 1 or 2 or 3 weeks, we want to start this. And for each of them, we must sing the happy birthday because they have a big star formation included.
Yeah. Awesome. That's a good way to bring a Magrav into existence.
I think as soon as they are set up, they have a certain construction of soul.
Correct. And some of them are so excited they just have energy right away.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, Farad.
Very welcome.
Do we have more experiences in whatever area in connection with the Keshe technology? Anybody else would like to share theirs?
Yes, Roland, go ahead, unmute yourself and
Hallo, ich hätte gerne wieder die Übersetzung in Englisch von Dani oder jemand anderem. Geht das?
Yeah, hello, Roland.
Danke, hallo.
Yeah, maybe I can get some help from, there's a few other German native speaker in here. I think Peter as well could help me. Or
Okay, na, so schlimm ist es. So schlimm ist nicht. Hauptsache, du kannst es sprechen, weil du hast da mit dem Hals Probleme, hört man ja. Hier gute
I have a bad connection here as well and a bit of a cold. Yes, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you have for us, Roland?
Bitte?
Sorry, I said, what do you have for us?
Okay.
Ich
habe das letzte Mal von meinem Kater erzählt, der 16 Jahre alt war, wo wir davon ausgegangen sind, dass der nicht mehr lange leben wird, weil er schon so geschwächt war. Ne?
Can I translate? He told last time from his cat. He is 60 years old and quite weak, and they thought that he will not live any longer anymore.
Okay, danke Peter erstmal. Das ist jetzt 8 Wochen her. Beim letzten Mal habe ich erzählt, er konnte wieder auf 1,20 Meter Höhe springen. Mittlerweile spielt er und läuft rum und spielt wirklich wie ein junger Kater. Der ist wie umgewandelt, wie neugeboren. Ist jetzt 8 Wochen etwa auf dem Bett.
This was 8 weeks ago, and meanwhile he's playing and spring up to 1,20 meter and is fully living.
Interessant, habe ich einen Test gemacht. Ich habe dieses etwa 20 mal 20 Zentimeter Patch gemacht. Das hat er immer unter einer Decke liegen gehabt. Da hat er den Platz immer gesucht. Und da habe ich mir gedacht, ich teste mal, wenn ich jetzt die Decke lasse, dieses Pad rausnehme, das Pad auf die andere Couch, wir haben 2 Couches im Eck stehen, darunter lege, ob er das merkt. Er ging mal weg zum Futternapf, kam zurück und dann in der Zwischenzeit hatte ich dieses Pad auf die andere Seite gelegt. Das Resultat war, der hat sich den Platz angeguckt, wo er erst saß, ist nicht hingesprungen, hat zu der anderen Couch hingeguckt und ist auf das Pad gegangen, also auf die Decke, auf die andere Decke, auf der er normal nicht liegt, weil dort das Pad drunter war. Er hat es gemerkt.
So he has made a test with the patch, and he was putting the patch when the cat was not there away, and put it on another place where he normally doesn't lie. And then when the cat came back from the eating, he went shortly looking on his place, but he didn't lie there. He went on the other place where the patch was.
Ja, also das war für mich selber beeindruckend, wie klar der Kater das gesehen oder gespürt hat, wie auch immer.
Roland?
Yes, you understand.
Sorry, Roland, there's a question here in the chat.
Ja.
Would you be able to let people know what was in the patch?
Okay, das war eins mit den 3 ganz Hauptsorten. Ich habe also CO2 natürlich mit CO mit dabei, CH3 und auch CO gehabt, also ein Mix.
Did you understand the 3 basic GANS, CH3, CO2 and CuO2?
Genau. Ich habe noch weitere Sachen, allerdings alles im Gesundheitsbereich. Ist das okay?
He has other things, all in the health section.
Ich habe,
Yes, please.
ich habe ein paar Personen, die so mit Angststörungen und man kann schon sagen, zum Teil auch mit leichter Depression zu tun haben. Den habe ich ganz was zu trinken gegeben, jeweils in der Größenordnung von täglich etwa 1 Cl.
He knows a few people with fears and you could really say nearly depression. And to those he have given 1 centiliter oder deciliter.
1 Cl sind 10 Milliliter.
10 milliliters of GANS water. Und was ist dann passiert?
Sagen alle, das sind also insgesamt jetzt 4 Personen, die sagen allesamt von sich aus, dass es ihnen viel besser geht und dass es eine enorme Lebensqualität für sie wieder mit bedeutet.
So all of them tell him that they are much better and they have a much better life quality for them. All of them are reporting this.
Thank you, Peter. Roland, can I just interrupt you there quickly? I remember you were saying you closely work also with health practitioners and doctors?
Ja, genau.
Ja, okay.
Genau, das ist es. Wir machen weitere Sachen in diesem Bereich mit den Heilanwendungen, aber da kriege ich natürlich nicht so schnell die Rückmeldungen, aber sobald ich die dort habe von den Heilpraktikern, dann werde ich euch das auch zeigen. Ich habe übrigens auch bei mir jetzt natürlich die Produktion mit dem GANS habe ich vergrößert sozusagen. Ich würde auch gerne einfach mal ein Bild zeigen, damit das auch mal was am Bildschirm zu sehen ist.
He has all other people that work with doctors and health practitioners, and they take it needs a longer time for them to report something, but he want to show it later, and maybe he can show something. He want show a picture.
Das dürft ihr jetzt sehen. Könnt ihr das sehen?
Ja.
Yes, we can see.
Es gibt so schöne, einfache Kannen, die haben zwischen 5 und die großen, die rechten, sind mit 8 Liter Wasser drin. Und dort habe ich unten das Gewölbe mit drin. Und damit lässt sich natürlich wunderbar fürs Trinken dementsprechende Mengen abzapfen. Das setzt sich sehr gut innerhalb von 2,5, 3 Tagen. Ist komplett gesetzt, das ganz unten. Und dann ist es eine wunderbare Geschichte zum schnell entnehmen und leicht entnehmen.
Do you wash the GANS in those jars or do you just fill them in when they're finished?
Erst wenn es fertig sind, gebe ich die dort rein, eigentlich um es eben dann sauber entnehmen zu können und auch mit Messbechern dann eben ganz sauber die Mengen, die Mischungen zu haben, die ich haben möchte.
Oh, he says he gives it into this jar only if the GANS is finished and only to keep it and to measure exactly the amount of GANS he wants to give.
Ja. Dann habe ich eine Anfrage gehabt von jemandem, der hat einen Sohn, der mit Asthma zu tun hat. Und da habe ich mich erinnert, dass wir ja mal so eine Anleitung bekommen hatten. Den könnt ihr jetzt nicht sehen. Mal gucken. Da haben wir mal eine Anleitung bekommen, dass wir einen Schlauch in einen Plastikschlauch stecken sollten und diesen dann umwickeln mit einem also mit dem GANS füllen, so muss man sagen. Ich habe mir aber gedacht, das Plastik ist ja wie ein Isolator eigentlich für uns. Und deswegen habe ich das anders gebaut. Und vielleicht kann das auch jemandem helfen von euch. Vielleicht ist das eine Idee. Ihr seht jetzt alles, was ich dazu brauche, außer nur das GANS, also das GANS-Wasser. Könnt ihr den Bildschirm sehen?
Ja, das können wir sehen, ja. So, that's for asthma.
Genau, zwar ist das ein Glaskolben, also nicht der oberste umwickelte, der ist dann fertig, so sieht es aus, wenn es fertig ist. Das zweite ist ein Glaskolben, den man im Laborbedarf kaufen kann. Interessant ist, dass man oben kein Mundstück braucht, weil das schön abgerundet alles ist. Dann aus dem Aquariumbereich habe ich diesen grünen Schlauch, den fülle ich eben mit CO und Zinkoxid. Und habe die Enden jetzt nur verschlossen, eigentlich mit den Trägern die man in einem Schrank sozusagen für die Bretter mit den Zwischenlagen drin hat. Das ist jetzt gerade im Test, im Lauf. Ich hoffe, dass wir da auch positive Rückmeldungen bekommen, aber es lässt sich sehr einfach bauen. Es ist ganz, ganz simpel und schnell gemacht.
Okay, translate, please.
He has made this device with the tube around the glass tube. Und in dieses Plastik gibst du ein GANS oder nur GANS-Wasser, oder was wolltest du da reingeben?
Also ich habe etwas GANS mit dabei.
GANS mit dabei ist gut, weil nur Plastik und nur Wasser, also nur das Wasser vom GANS, das würde nicht reichen bei Plastik.
Ja, deswegen habe ich auch innen die Glas.
Genau. Ja. And he puts GANS with the water in the plastic tube, and it is to breathe through the device. Aber was ich dir noch sagen kann, es gibt ein Breathing Device, und das wird einfach gemacht mit einem Topf und 7 Meter Schlauch, der dann im Ganzwasser drinnen ist. Und das ist sehr, sehr leicht zu machen. Du musst nur den Schlauch vorher nanocoaten. Und zwar nur das Äußere davon. Und dann gibst du ihn in einen Topf rein und machst 2 Öffnungen oben, wo das rauskommt. Und dann braucht man aber bei 7 Metern noch eine Pumpe, sonst wird man das nicht packen, das einzuatmen durch 7 Meter Schlauch. Kannst du das vorstellen? Wie?
Ja, ich verstehe das.
Hier geht es um der Punkt ist einfach die Länge. Wenn du 7 Meter Länge hast, hast du viel mehr Zeit, haben die Felder mehr Zeit, also hat die Luft mehr Zeit, um die Felder aufzunehmen, als wenn es so kurz ist. Nur eine kleine Anregung.
Aber Peter, hier geht es um einen 9-jährigen Jungen.
Ja.
Der soll das selbstständig früh, Mittag und Abend machen.
Super, ja.
Weißt du? Deswegen die Dimension.
He made this device for a 9-year-old boy who has asthma, that he can himself do it 3 times a day.
Ich werde erzählen, was rausgekommen ist.
Okay, danke.
Danke dir erstmal. Ich habe noch 2 Sachen, die ich noch anmerken möchte, Erfahrungen, die ich gemacht habe oder die mir bestätigt worden sind. Und zwar zum einen hatte ich einer Frau, muss ich überlegen, wie alt ist die? Die ist knapp 50. Der hatte ich für Rückenschmerzen, wie sie mir gesagt hat, hatte ich ihr 2 Pads gegeben. Eins in den Rücken mit den 3 Ganzsorten, mit den Hauptganzsorten, vorne CO2. Und das hat sie dann nicht nur für die Rückenschmerzen benutzt, sondern hat es etwas tiefer gesetzt, was sie mir vorhin nicht gesagt hatte. Sie hat eine leichte Absenkung der Gebärmutter. Und sie hat sofort gespürt, dass sich das wieder ranzieht sozusagen, dass sich dort das Muskelgewebe, was das ist, einfach wieder strafft, wieder stärker wird. Also eine direkte Reaktion hat sie gespürt.
Okay. Wie alt war diese Frau? Also weiß nicht genau. Älter oder?
Ich habe gerade gesagt, knapp an die 50.
So he has a friend. She is about 50 years old, and he has given to her the GANS patch for her back. But she told him she used it also for her womb, the womb has been sank down a little bit, and immediately she reported that she feels that it's getting better now.
Genau, das ist ein Punkt. Und ein anderer Punkt, eine andere Frau hatte über Jahre jetzt schon immer während ihrer Regel unheimliche Schmerzen gehabt. Da musste immer starke Schmerztabletten nehmen. Auch die Frau hatte sich die Pads, die beiden, auf dem Rücken und auf der Vorderseite aufgelegt. Nach 3 Monaten jetzt kann sie komplett auf die Pads und auf Schmerztabletten verzichten. Sie hat keine Regelschmerzen mehr. Also
Oh, wonderful. So he had another lady he knows. She had very heavy pain when she has her menstruation, and she had to take tablets in these days. And now she used the pads for 3 months, and now she can completely, she doesn't need anything anymore, no tablets and no GANS patches, and she feels good without anything.
And those patches were one on the front and one on the back, and they were
Yes.
CO2 and zinc, or?
We have to ask, was war vorne und was war hinten?
Hinten waren wieder die 3 Hauptganssorten und vorne auch wieder das CO2.
Okay, behind in the back it was the 3 GANS, and in front only the CO2.
Also ich habe damit festgestellt, dass man wirklich am meisten eigentlich damit erreichen kann. Also es ist für mich also schon sehr beachtlich, was dieses Energiefeld, das dort entsteht, wirklich bewirkt.
So he felt with the 3 behind and 1 in front, you can reach the most results. It's remarkable what you can do with it.
Das war's heute von mir. Danke fürs Übersetzen, Peter.
Please, bitte. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Peter, for translating, and thanks, Roland, for
You're welcome.
For your testimonial.
I got a question. Here's Leon. How is it possible when we drink GANS water that the body becomes like a CO2 patch? So, for example, when I drink CO2 and take a CuO patch on the place where I need it, that there could be a reaction like I use 2 patches.
That's a good question. Does anybody have an answer for that, or have you tried it yourself?
No.
Leon? No.
No. I can't tell any results. I drink the GANS water and I use the patch, but it's just a question. Maybe someone can say something to these.
I don't see why not. It's all well with intention. Another thing you could do is spray the area with the GANS water and then use a patch, and that would activate your skin as the second patch.
Okay.
I don't know. Get creative and let us know.
Yeah, I will try. Just make experiments.
Yeah, experiment and let us know about your findings. Yes, thank you. Would anybody else like to add?
I could add a little.
Yes, please. Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Eric from Denmark.
Hi, Eric.
Hi. I'm in the lucky position to get a strong kickstart in Keshe technology by visiting Willy and Eva in Norway. And as you know, probably Eva has made a lot of GANSes. So I got home with a suitcase with about 130 different GANSes in it. And I have a process in front of me to learn what he has given me when it comes to some mixtures. I can add that he made some mixture for irregular heartbeat. And I work together with a health practitioner in Copenhagen that has probably 20 to 30 persons through his clinic every day. And this mixture for the irregular heartbeat, he used on one of his old friends that came and visit him, and he had the pressure at the heart and was not feeling good about it. And Christian gave him some of this water, only plasma water, and in a few minutes he says, "Oh, how it eased in my chest. I have no unease there anymore." Just in minutes. And I myself tried it also because I have been through, in early January, I was through some very hard stress, and I thought maybe it can relieve me also. So I tried it, and it helped immediately. In less than an hour, I felt calm and relaxed again. So. But the receipt I cannot give you, but we can. I can ask Eva to give it to me, because I got so many materials and there was not enough time to go into depth with all of it. But Christian used this now for his patients. It works. And what can I say more? I can say that in relation to this very hard stress I was subject to, I used some pads with CO2 and zinc oxide, and it relieved the stress feeling within 2 hours. I felt calm and no problem. I haven't had this excitement since that. Stress, it's gone. It was gone in 2 hours, and I'm very thankful to get such a thing. I was thinking that if all these institutions with people that has psychological problems and stress, and what things you ordinarily get filled with tablets for this and that psychopharmaca, I think these patches with CO2 and zinc, and I got 2 patches, one with a third volume of the other. The same mixture in both of them, but the one was only the third volume to create the flow, and one on each side of the body. That was impressive. But I have a wish from Christian, because he works together with a patient. I don't know what we call it, a union of people with the same problems. There's about 350 girls in Denmark that has been vaccinated with this HPV vaccine. I think it's named for cancer in the womb, so or the neck of the womb. And these girls, they have a terrible life now. They have suffered a lot of bad things. And one of the primary things he suspects is the nano-aluminium. And maybe you could offer some advice to how to get rid of this. So far, I have been thinking of making a mixture of CO2 and zinc and a bit sulfur in order to balance the metals, and of course have 2 patches, one on each side of the body, and maybe drinking a bit of CO2 and CuO, like we heard with Gunnar. Do any of you have some advice to offer, because there are so many girls and they have a terrible life now? Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Does anybody want to respond to that or add something? Or
I can add the recipe I used for the heart singing.
yes, Eva, hello, that would be great. Thank you.
It was something I picked up from Mr. Keshe from one of the public teaching. I don't remember which number, but it's 7 to 8% CH3, 55 to 60% ZNO, and the rest is CUO. And you cannot use it if you have operated any foreign elements into your heart and blood vessels. You should not use it.
How much did you use of the second remedy?
The ZNO?
Yeah.
55 to 60%.
55 to 60. Thank you. And I can tell you it's helping people right now.
I know I get good reports from that too. A woman, she is 85 years old. She is remarkable well now, and the doctors are not, they are scratching their head why she is so well. So that's one of the person I know who has come here and got some of this water.
So what exactly does it do?
Oh, it's stabilizing something. Like I don't know because I haven't got the result from the doctor. I just got a letter from the lady's daughter saying thank you for helping her mom. So I hope they.
It was related to the irregular heartbeat now, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it was not irregular heartbeat. I just was very tired in my heart because I have been through so much stress, and my blood my blood pressure is usually very low, but it was high, and I felt tired in the heart, and it fixed it. It made me relax, and the strain on the heart disappeared. So it can be used also in stress cases, I think. Thank you.
Yes, Eva, do you also have an update on your heating system?
Yeah, it's still warm here inside. Outside it's kind of cold. You wanna? Yeah, I send you the pictures if you wanna show them.
Oh yeah, okay. A moment.
Meanwhile, I can add that I have made these small bags with a vacuum machine. With I put 36 milliliters in each, and I got also the mixtures from Eva, and I put it in 2/3 of the room now, I think, and we feel a difference. It's not so that we can turn off the heat, but the radiators is not so warm as they has been, and also it's more comfortable to be in here. We don't feel cold from the windows anymore. But the problem is I haven't made any nano-coated plates or coils, whatever we should try to use. So I only have in one room. So I have to see if it will get better when I get some more materials in the rooms. Thank you.
So last time I spoke about it, I have hung up plates in my living room and in my kitchen. And last time I had CuO and CO2 and CH3 water in separate bottles, and they were placed together. And now I have made them so I have one in each corner of the room, and I think the warm is like more even. So I think that is better than having them placed together. So that I have made. And I have put a plate up at my mom's, and the floor is kind of 30 degrees Celsius, and that's kind of nice for her old dog. And I have tried different, I have sprayed different kinds of GANS water in each room to see if it's any different. I don't feel any different in the warmth, but my mom is getting like more active and has more joy. So I think it's because I sprayed her. She has a room where she sits and look at her PC and listen to audiobooks. And I sprayed that one with the CH3, and now she is moving the furnitures around and trying different things, and it's a long time since I have seen my mom that active. So that is a good thing, and it's warm. So I think the plasma environment is good for her. So
it's plasma doping now, isn't it?
Plasma doping, yeah.
Sorry, Eva, there is a question here in the chat. Somebody is asking you to repeat the recipe for the heart and rhythm.
Yeah. It was 7 to 8% of CH3, 55 to 60% of ZNO,
yeah.
And the rest up to 100% is CuO. And of course, the amino acids.
Those are the amino acids of all of the three components, yes?
Yes, I did that.
Okay.
So after my understanding.
Thank you. So,
I think Eva, you should mention the dosage also.
Oh, I think I don't. I'm not a doctor, so I think they have to ask a doctor if they don't want to do it themselves. I cannot advise them there, but like the old lady, she couldn't make it herself, but she has heard about the Keshe Foundation, and she really wanted me to do it for her, so I did it. And she takes 10 milliliter of this stuff morning and in the middle of the day and at night. So that's what she does, but I cannot tell. I really, if I could advise anybody, I would advise them to contact the doctors at Keshe Foundation and hear what they should take. So they don't do anything on my account.
thank you, Eva. I'll just give a quick translation here for those who don't understand English. Verwendet wurde CH3 7 bis 8%, Zinkoxid 55 bis 60% und der Rest CuO und natürlich noch die Aminosäuren von allen drei Bestandteilen. Anwendungshinweise werden nicht gegeben, aber die Dame, die es ausprobiert hat, hat 3-mal am Tag 10 Milliliter genommen. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's beautiful. Thank you for putting up that.
Yeah, and I can include that I used like arm and wrist or what you're calling. I have put a cloth around my wrist, both of them, and around the ankles with the CuO, ZNO, CH3, and CO2. And it's kind of cold in Norway, and when I have this on, it's I feel a lot more body heat when I'm outside. So to the guy who wanted to try the heat out.
Yeah, that's interesting. You once mentioned that you were thinking of people who more homeless, people who live outside and don't have the means to warm themselves up, is it?
Yeah, but I don't think you can sleep outside with this thing, but it's making it more tolerable to be out in the cold. So I'm working on that. Try to make it better. So I will come back to you with that.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Eva. Thank you, Eric. Is there anybody else who would like to join us and to give their testimonial? Let us know what they found.
Hi, everybody.
Sorry?
Hi, everybody. My name is Angelo. I'm from Romania, and if you like, I would share something with you. And because I heard earlier that Mr. Klaus was here, maybe he can add to the knowledge on the topic I will present. It's okay?
Yes, what do you want to show us?
I want to show you some sets of tools for health tools. We made it here in Romania. The set is containing breathing mask, health patches, and some tools to energizing the water, to not drink directly the GANS water, because I don't know, for some people it's not so sure. You know, people are people, so you know, we cannot guarantee that they will drink just the water, not with the GANS, with the oxides and so on. So we make these tools for some diseases. Until now, we have 2 variants.
Yes, go ahead, please. If you want to share, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you. Just a moment.
Yeah, we see him here. Thank you.
Yes, you can see it. Okay. So, based on Mr. Keshe's teaching, he said if you want to have good results, you have to think globally and not just in pen or in patches or inhaling some energized air. And regarding to this, I think on this holistic method, and we made these tools to can breathe the plasmatic air. For this is the mask. In the same time, to use the patches with the same type of GANS water, like in the mask, and also to drink the GANS water with the same mixture of GANS like in the other tubes. And this is one type of mask for breathing. This is the lightest, if I can say so. It is made with two, I don't know the word, two tubes, yes? Two concentric tubes, one smaller and one bigger. And between these two tubes, we use the nano-coated copper wire. It has 181 turns, and this is GANS coated. It is sealed on both
Yes.
ends.
Yeah, we can see it. You can scroll in too to zoom in and move the picture around then too. You just use your scroll wheel.
Yes. So this is an ordinary mask. We can buy it, but sorry, the here in this area, I don't know if you can see the hand moving on the screen or not.
Yes. Yeah, we can see your cursor, yeah.
Yeah. So in this area, normally it must be a kind of, I don't know the word in English, to facilitate the air, stop the air when we tail in, when we breath in, and leave the air out when we breath out. But these are missing. I don't know why, because normally it has to be there, but it isn't. So,
it's a valve.
Yes, a valve, exactly. The place is there, but the valve is missing. The valve is missing. For this case, we use tape, and we cover these holes. And the air comes from here in the small tube. All the tubes are nano-coated in caustic, but just from the smaller tube is the outside nano-coated, and from the bigger tube is the inside nano-coated. So we are not inhaling the caustic particles. And it is attached to the mask, and it's sealed. It is sealed with glue and this shrink tube. This is the other end from where the air comes in. Also, everything is sealed. So this is the Formula 1 for normally energizing, for maybe how I say this, for influenza, or for maybe emotional problems. The GANS mixture in this is 60% CO2 and 40% zinc oxide. So this is for, let's say, normal use, not very specific. And also we make another type of mask. This is the other. Maybe I zoom it a little bit. That's too much. So practically it is the same mask. You can see the tapes here to stop the air, but in this type of mask, it is much stronger. We use the GANS water with some amount of GANS between the two walls of these two tubes. But also we kept the nano-coated wire, also 181 turns, nano-coated. After then, we fill it up with GANS water, with GANS particles. But this kind of mask, I made it for for 2 patients. One of them is suffering from panic attacks, and the other person is a cancer person. Is a she. She had a breast cancer few years ago. She was at the surgery, and 3 years was everything okay. But now the cancer come back, and it is on the lungs. So I made this type of mask for this person, but this type of mask has 90% CO2 GANS in it, and just 10% zinc oxide. I didn't put another type of GANSes because in cancer cases I don't know, I'm not the right person to make these decisions, but I can make everything. So this is the mask 2, much powerful, and this type of masks I think they can use very well in specific type of diseases, but with specific type of GANS mixtures. Also, you can see here the mask area. You can see the GANS particles here. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes out really good. Yeah.
And on the tube, in the tube, also you can see the water and the GANS particles. And the other end, where the intake end. So these are the masks, and then I will change now the share to show you the other 2 part of the sets. So a set is containing 1 mask, and also we made patches with the same type and mixture of GANSes, and some pans for energizing the water. Yes, this is it. You can see it.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, so these are our paint pans with the 2 nano spulen. I don't know wie man. 2 Spulen sind drin. Maybe you can help me.
You also had 2 coils in the long tube you showed before, right?
No, just 1.
Just 1. Okay. Just 1. Did you use this number of turns that results in a 9?
Yes.
Okay.
In the mask are 181 turns, and in this pen are 27 turns. In the magnetical, also in the gravitational, and it is a center pin. Everything is nano-coated, then filled up with the same GANS water with some GANS in it mixture, like in the mask, and after then this is sealed. Maybe you can see the sealing here. Maybe you can see it better. And this pen, we take it in the water in the jar, and after then you can drink the water. This is because, like I said, people can do a lot of things, and sometimes they don't know what they do. So this is the sure way, if I can say so, to drink the water. Yes, you can see it better here. So it is completely sealed. The GANS cannot come out. So, and Then are the patches. These are the patches.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me?
I'm just saying yes, thank you for sharing. It looks awesome. Go ahead.
Okay. So these are the two patches we give the patient to put these patches on the spot, because Mr. Keshe said us that we can inhale the plasmatic air, we can drink the plasmatic water, but we must direction the spot where we want to have results, and this we can do very good with patches. And I made these two patches. These are made it in the golden ratio. One of these is bigger, one of these is smaller, to make a gradient, to make a flux between the two. And these patches are filled exactly with the same GANS water GANS mixture like in the mask and in the tube, in the plasmatic pen to energize the water. So I made this this week, the week before, and we gave them to these two people. So I don't have any testimonial but now, but I will come back when we have a feedback from these persons. And also we have a lot of persons with cancer problems, with leukemia, with bone cancer, but sorry, I cannot I cannot do a mixture for these people because I have not the right information. So everything I do now for cancer people, it is using CO2, a lot of amount, and very, very small zinc oxide to be on the sure side, if I understand it good. But I think Mr. Klaus can maybe add something to this knowledge and help us to develop more, go in the right direction. I don't know. So I just want to share this, and everybody can do this easily. It's not very complicated to make this, to do this. And I look forward, and I'm sure about that these things will be very helpful for these persons. But until now, I do not have feedback because just 2 days ago, these persons received these tools. So thank you, and maybe if somebody can can add to it, it is welcome. Thank you again.
I have a tip for you, if I may. And that is when we make, can I be allowed to share my video, because it's easier just to show it?
Sure. One moment. Okay, you can go ahead now.
Can you see anything? See, I have such a bag here. And
there we go.
It's just a vacuum bag, you know, like you do. And then I make a small label and make an extra welding. So I have a label telling what's in the bag.
Yes, of course, we are labeling too, but these are just pictures made in the process.
The problem is if you write on the back, then it gets worn off eventually. That was just my little tip, to have something that stays long, so you can read it when it's old also. That was all for me.
Yes, of course, thank you. Yes, we are labeling it too.
Thank you very much, Angelo. Those are really well-made devices.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. Do we have more testimonials? Would anybody else like to come in and unmute themselves and let us know?
Well, if not,
well, I could say.
oh, okay, Thomas.
I have two more feedbacks. One feedback is from a woman, a bit an older woman, and she had her menopause already. And then she was attending at the Magrav workshop, has built a Magrav, took it home. And then some weeks later, she came again to the GANS workshop. And then she told me that it's really true, that if you are a woman, an older woman having the menopause, and then if you stay long enough in the plasma fields, you get your menstruation back again. So I take it as a clear sign that the body is getting younger. That's one. And the other one is very similar to the feedback from Roland. There was a guy telling me the story. He has bought just a casing for a Magrav. And then he said his neighbor has a dog, and the dog was stopping eating and drinking, and it seemed like the dog would like to die. And then they just put a patch with zinc CO2 GANS and water underneath the place where the dog was sleeping. And 24 hours later, the dog was fully recovered and running around again as if nothing happened.
So we should all do that to our mattresses we lay on.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have also some experience from our workshop members. Not everybody measure what they built here on Magrav, but some people does, and some people spoke to us back. We have different experience. Average is that they save 50%. And one of the experience is very special. One of the guys, which is also electro engineer, it doesn't want. Sorry for this. It doesn't want to come public. But he showed me everything. He saved directly on the Magrav with fridge up to 95%. And all other devices in the same same lifeline in other rooms goes down to 30%. I asked him if you please try to add something on the Magrav, but he don't do this. He don't want to touch this. He says it's very nice like this. I have very low bill now because of this. And he has also experienced as it's gone to 90%, and the room was very hot. He bring it down. It made it colder. As he made colder, the reason why he made it colder because he saw the usage is not 90%. Is higher. It's something like 80 or 75. I don't remember the number as he said. Then he made the room colder. Then it come down to, that was the first time he saw 95%. 5% goes in and 5 watt gone in and 95 gone out. I asked him if it is also in the meter like this. He says, yes, I have a big change in the meter. And also others, which was also one time public, I think last year, Joseph, he has also over 50% also on his meter, yeah. the final meter from the electricity bill. But some people never measured, they never made the Magrav for any saving anything. They made Magrav because of plasma energy. And we see often here that many wishes goes through a certain level of wishes. We see slowly a change globally. And the time is now came that we understand more, we feel more. There's some stories I cannot explain because it could be too magic. But it's there. And we cannot ignore it anymore.
Thank you for it. Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah.
You are very welcome.
Would anybody else like to join and to give us a testimonial or just to speak about own experiences?
Hello together.
Hello. Sorry, who's this?
My name's Martin Keshe from Switzerland.
Hello, Martin.
I do some experience with plants. I have a plant now. That one is 14 years with me now. From the first day I have my store, and never I see a change on this plant. Just one day when I watched the teachings from Mr. Keshe about the plants, before I give him also plasma water from CO2 and CH3, but nothing special happens. One day I tried in another way. I tried with the big intention and with the fields of love, and I put all the love inside in the GANS water before I give it to the plant. And then when I give it to the plant, I see changes. And if you want, I can share and show you. And I've also gardener people, they look at this plant and say, wow, why they make this? We never see that before. And I have also friends, they have the same plant for 20 years now. And they say, my plant don't make that. Why your plant make it? And they get, how you say, if you want, I can show you. If it's okay.
Yeah, if you have some pictures or.
But first time I make that, I don't know.
Do you have pictures or is it live video?
It's pictures.
Then you want to go ahead and just bring those pictures up right now. Oh,
I'll try it.
And then you want to share. When you double click now, that's going to be open in a different app. You'll have to share the pictures, the app that picture is in.
Do you see the pictures?
Yes, we do.
You see all?
Yes, your folder there, but when you bring them up.
That's the plant.
There we go. Yes, thank you.
And they make, I don't know how you say them. And the white water, it's not water. It's we call them in German hearts.
Bloom.
I don't know how to say it, but it's how you say, it's like it's a hard mass. It's not. It looks like water. This drops here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it's not water. It's
okay.
We call it heart in German.
Okay.
I don't know.
Resin.
Yeah, you could bring that full
resin,
screen.
Yeah.
Resin.
And if you look at this plant, they always get stronger, and that's later. They get bigger and bigger. And all my friends and the gardeners say, we never see that before. Why they make this? Normally, they don't make it. And that's all what I want to show to you. And another plant, I was dying before this one. When I give CH3 and CH2, they come back to live and they start to grow again. This one was dying before. Yes, that's all.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very good example, yes.
Yeah, this
Beautiful.
one too, I give CH3, and this one also grows more, the olive tree. Thank you very much. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic, yeah. You gotta have a jungle in your living room soon now, I'd say.
I hope
Beautiful.
so.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Do we have more people who would like to join us and speak about their experience? Just feel free and open your microphone.
Okay, if not, we're just over the 2-hour mark, so we can call it a quits here for today. Bring a close to it. Is that okay?
Absolutely, yes. And I think we've had a beautiful collection of testimonials tonight.
Yes, very much so.
A lot of things to copy and try out ourselves. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm delighted with that, yeah.
And as usual, this is recorded. It will be on our YouTube page.
Yes, and also there's the possibility to write a testimonial on the kfssi.org website directly.
Yes.
So can avail of that as well. Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, it's testimonials.keshefoundation.org. I'll bring it up here real quick. Testimonials.keshefoundation.org, and you can submit your testimonials here. And the various topics, they'll be listed under these different topics. Just a short little form you can fill out. Put in your video links or whatever you have, Facebook links, and then submit it. And it'll be up on our testimonial site in a day or two.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Flint.
Yes. Okay, well, we'll bring a close to this meeting for today for the public testimonials. So thank you everyone for coming. Next month, we have the exact same days next month. So the 13th of March is the next meeting at 8 p.m. Central European Time. So do your experiments, gather your testings, give all the knowledge sharing out to your friends and family, and let's create some new testimonials for next month.
Yes. Thank you all. And see you soon. See you next month.
Yes.
See you all.
Bye-bye.
Nice evening.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye. Okay, this has been the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute Public Testimonials for February 13th, 2017. Have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon, and bye for now.